Good morning students, welcome to Blue Star Higher Secondary School online class 6 subject physical science chapter 6 changes around us. Students, now we will discuss about changes around us lessons, question answers, short answers, okay? That is the introduction part, objectives. Next one is the mind map. Changes around us, reversible changes, irreversible changes. This reversible and irreversible changes are physical changes and chemical changes. Next, we will discuss about short answers. First, define change. First one is a define change. Define change means change is a process. Through which something becomes different in color. Shape, size, position, state or internal structures. These are called change. So change, how to change? First one is this, becomes a different in color. First change in color, shape, size. First change in color, shape, size, position, state or internal structures. So இது எல்லாமே change ஆகிறது என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க அப்படின்னா change அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. So change mean change is a process through which something becomes different in color, shape, size, position, state or internal structure. This is called a change. Next one is the define irreversible change. Change cannot be reversed. Already I told change cannot be reversed or undone is an irreversible change. Change cannot be reversed. மறுபடியும் original position க்கு வராது. Change cannot be reversed or undone is an reversible change. Next one is the define physical change. What is meant by physical change? Change in which the molecules present in the substance. Change in which the molecule present in the substance remain in the same, but the shape, size, state or position of the substance may change. So physical change means ஒரு substance இருக்கு அப்படின்னா அதில் இருக்கிற molecules remain சேமாக இருக்கும், பட் எது மட்டும் சேஞ்ச் ஆகும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா shape, size, state or position of the substance may change. Sometimes physical changesல changes இருக்கும், that is the physical change. Next one is the 3 mark question. Differentiate between periodic and non-periodic changes. Listen students, differentiate between periodic and non-periodic changes. Give one example of each. First one is the periodic change. Periodic change occur after regular interval of times. After regular interval of times. To get a regular intervals, continuous adukku time breaks irundute irukum. That is the periodic change. Example, change of season. Example, ipo summer season to winter season, rainy seasons. That is the change, regular intervals. What is that? Regular intervals. That is the periodic change. Next one is the non-periodic change. Non-periodic changes means non-periodic change do not occur after regular intervals. Non-periodic change do not occur after regular intervals of times. இதில் time கரெக்டாக carry out பண்ண முடியாது. For example, earthquake எப்போ வரும்னே தெரியாது. There is no time period. Okay, so that is the periodic change and non-periodic change. Periodic change is the regular intervals of times. Non-periodic change is the does not occur after regular intervals of times. Periodic change example, change of season. Non-periodic change example, earthquakes. Next, burning of a candle is both physical and chemical change. Justify the statements. Burning of candle. Students, you know, candle எரியுது. That is the physical change or chemical change? You know, burning of candle involves both physical and chemical change. Burning of candle involves both physical and chemical change. How to both physical and chemical change? Melting of wax is physical change. Melting of wax is physical change. While burning of wax to produce carbon dioxide and soot is a chemical change. So, இப்போ candle எரிய வைக்கிறோம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. Burn பண்ணும்போது அதுலேருந்து என்ன gas release ஆகும் அப்படின்னா carbon dioxide. What is that? Carbon dioxide. So, burning of candle involves both physical and chemical change. Both physical and chemical changes. Melting of wax is physical change. Wax உருகுது இல்லையா, that is the physical change. While burning of wax to produce, எரியுது இல்லையா, burning. உருகிறது வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா physical change. கீழே என்ன ஆகும், உருகிட்டு வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். Burning of wax to produce carbon dioxide. மேலே திரியில் எரியுது இல்லையா, அது வந்து என்ன கேஸ் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா carbon dioxide. That is the new product is formed. Carbon dioxide. And soot is a chemical change. So, melting of wax is a physical change and produce carbon dioxide is a chemical change. That is the burning of candle is both physical and chemical change. Okay. Next. Already I have explained. Define endothermic change, define non-periodic change, define fast change, define expansion. First, define endothermic change. Define endothermic change. What is mean by endothermic change? Students, anyone tell you what is endothermic change? Change which involves the absorption of heat. What is that? Absorption of heat is an endothermic change. Change which involves the absorption of heat is an endothermic change. That is the endothermic change. Next one is the non-periodic change. Next one is the non-periodic change. Endothermic change example melting, boiling and evaporations. Next, define non-periodic change. Change which does not occur after regular intervals. After regular interval of time is non-periodic change. Example weather. Example weather, melting of ice. Next one is the define fast change. Define fast change. Change which takes place with a few minutes. Within a few minutes change agum. Example formation of day and night. Example formation of day and night and ripening of fruits. And ripening of fruits. Next one is the define expansion. Next one is the define expansion. An increase in size of object which change in temperature. Which change in temperature is called expansion. Example change the temperature. Okay. First we define endothermic change. Change which involves the absorption of heat is an endothermic change. Define non-periodic change. Change which does not occur after regular interval of time is an non-periodic change. Define fast change. Change which takes place within a few minutes is a fast change. Fourth one, define expansion. An increase in size of object with change in temperature is called expansions. Okay. Students, one example for you. What is the example of chemical change? Example of chemical change. You know, burning of paper. What is that? Burning of paper, respirations. Burning of paper, respiration. Reversible changes example melting and freezing. Melting and freezing. And physical irreversible change example tearing of paper. Tearing of paper, breaking of a vase. Breaking of a vase. வீட்டில் இருக்கிற flower wash உடைச்சிட்டா திரும்ப என்ன பண்ணாது, வராது. That is the irreversible change. Exothermic change. What is that? Exothermic change. Slacking of life, burning of exothermic. Next one is the undesirable change. What is that? Undesirable change. Earthquakes and volcanoes. எப்போ earthquakes வரும், எப்போ volcanoes இருக்கும்னே நமக்கு தெரியாது. That is the undesirable change. Students, now we have revised short answers and 3 marks. Short answers and 3 marks. These questions are revised in your homes. Okay. Thank you, students.